Should I ever mention to the men that I am dating that I also date other men? Or is it something that men will run away from? Okay, this is a frequently asked question, and it's a very good question. And first, let's redefine what dating actually is and what it actually means. And this can get a bit confusing because of, well, pop culture. Pop culture has sort of defined what dating means for us. But what dating is it's an event. It's a process of vetting someone with intentions. So when we think of the average person dating here in America, we think, oh, boyfriend and girlfriend. But that is not what dating is. That is, I don't know what that is. That's made up. And we as women think very differently than men. So when we think of men that we are interested in dating other women, that's a huge turnoff for us, as it should be. And that's because men have a high sex drive and they are much more laser focused. And we are the ones that they put on a pedestal. So yes, it is different for men dating other women versus women dating other men. But to be very clear, for both sexes, no one is sleeping with anyone. So whether or not he does bring a few women out throughout a whole month in order to see like who he connects with the most, neither one of you are sleeping with any potential partner. And trust me, if you are a virtuous woman, you will only attract men who do not believe in sleeping around recklessly and carelessly. So to answer the question simply, yes, you can let the men that you're dating know, if it casually comes up, that you are dating other men, because there's no ties between you two. You are a whole human being and he is a whole human being. You only become one once you are married. And I know that I always get so much pushback when I talk about this because you've been programmed your whole life to boyfriend and girlfriend. So when I come along and I offer you another perspective where you date and vet multiple people without any ties between two of you, they think you're crazy, which, I mean, that makes sense, right? It's just like the medical system. When I come to you and I tell you about all the holistic natural remedies that you can do instead of going to a doctor and getting prescription pills, you think I'm crazy. But our grandparents, they did a version of dating multiple men, and they really didn't have a choice not to, because they couldn't work and they had to date around until they could find a man who actually had a good enough job and who wanted to have children with them. I mean, I know my grandma for sure. She dated multiple guys until she found my grandpa, which wanted to marry her right away. So if you own the fact that you are the prize and that you owe no one anything until they vow their life to commit to you, then it's no big deal if he finds out that you're going on dates with other men, okay? And trust me, masculine energy men, they have a lot of emotional integrity, okay? They do not get crazy and freak out on you if you say yes to another date with a guy when they have literally no commitment to you at all. And I will be honest, I had a guy in my life one time, and he would get pretty jealous, but in a cute way, not in a non-controlling way of, when he knows that I date other men or have other prospects out there. He would get a bit jealous, but there was no heavy energy around it. It was just like a cute envy. And that was because he had a lot of memories and time and, bonds to me emotionally. But at the end of the day, that does not matter, because he was not entitled to my fidelity and I was not entitled to his financial assets or commitment, okay? Because we were not married. And if your standard personally for you is that you don't mind being boyfriend and girlfriend and being in a committed relationship with someone, then that's you. That's your standard. That's between you and God. But just because he takes you out a few times and spends a little bit of money on you, he is not entitled to all of your life, okay? Because when we do things and when we give to others, we are doing it from the goodness of our own hearts and spirits. We are not doing it in order to be transactional with them. That's literally how you have to view it, okay? In order to take some of that heavy pressure off of yourself. And I know it can be a bit uncomfortable for you as well because, like I said, this is a very new way of dating for Western women. And if none of your friends are practicing it and they're all doing the whole boyfriend-girlfriend thing, then yeah, I mean, you feel a bit isolated. I get it. That's why I talk all about dating and how to navigate your way through in my feminine dating course. And in that course, I talk a little bit about when you're dating multiple men and, you know, if the conversation comes up, you just own it. I have never in all of my dating experiences ever had bad dates like people on the internet love to claim for themselves. I don't even think that that's a thing. But I've also never had any guy ever freak out on me or, you know, get belligerent with me simply because I was dating other men and had other prospects out there, okay? Mature men, they understand that a beautiful woman at her highest peak of fertility is going to have so many men chasing after her because men live in a world of competition. So if he does have a problem with that, then okay, he's deselected himself. Bye-bye. I mean, I understand how that can be a sensitive subject because when you are boyfriend and girlfriend and you're literally coming together physically, intimately, spiritually, emotionally, all of these ways, yes, you are going to have spiritual ties with another person and you're going to feel envious if they are dating other people. That's why you don't create these prolonged spiritual and emotional ties with someone. Okay, so you just need to work that muscle out of building that confidence to own the fact that you are a high value, high priced woman that men are chasing after, and you are allowed to live your life as you please virtuously and dating other men, letting other men try to win you over. Okay, so don't be so quick to take Taylor Swift's advice of moving in with a guy for 5 years, then moving on and dating another guy for 7 years, and then breaking up with them and dating another guy for 6 months. Like, that's not dating. That's chaos. Actually, I was having a conversation with a guy recently, and he was like, okay, so if she's dating other men, and I come to her and propose to her, then does that mean that she still is dating other men? And I said, no, like after, you decide to propose to her and make that commitment, then yeah, all the other prospects are off the table. But until that point, then, you're just an option. But that doesn't mean that you make a man feel like he's just an option to you when you're around him. Look, this is artful, feminine communication, okay? And there's skills to this. That's why I'm here to help teach you this stuff, okay? And you can still create situations of familiarity with different guys that are interested in you or are pursuing you for you two to get more comfortable around one another. If that's something that you really value, you can create situations of familiarity for that and, get involved in friend groups and stuff, which I have a whole video on that. But hopefully you get the overall idea that you're not entitled to his finances and his life, and he's not entitled to your fidelity and your life when you are not married. Okay, I hope that helps you.